Welcome back, anglers. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Open Fishing XL. So last episode, we went up to... Actually, I can bring up the little map we've done. I went up towards the lighthouse area here, found the beach, and did a little bit of fishing there. And we came back... Ooh, let me just erase that a bit. Came back down towards this little spot here with the shop in order just to sell a little bit of our fish to open our inventory space up. And double check about our merchant friend here, where we might be able to try to get a few more herring, sell those off, and then be able to just cash in a little bit more with our big focus of trying to get $75 for the spinning rod that's up by the lighthouse shop. So I'm going to start this episode out. Actually, let me check the quests first. Okay, yes, there's still a little bit of time to go before they reset. I'm going to work my way back up towards the beach area, probably toss in our other net, or should I hold off on that? We used the net up in the other, up in the beach area and did get ourselves the one crab that sold for like $5 on its own. But I want to try to make sure I have the inventory space for the other herring, so maybe I'll first just try catching more fish with that and then see what happens. Okay, and this does count as beach area, so that's good to know. So I'll see if I can just catch a few more fish using the sweet corn, try to get some herring, and then be able to take it all in and see with that merchant there how much we can get for it. Depending on what herring we catch, I might look at getting 5 of one family over the other. Now let that go, bring in, let it go, bring it in. I think the big thing will be, though, checking the quests to see what other fish it might want us to bring in, because those quests... Oh, perfect. Those quests can be pretty rewarding. Like, the one for just the 3 catfish to catch gave us like $35, so... When the total you're after is only $75, that's close to half of what you need right there in just that. I just don't know how lucky I'll get with, the RNG in the game that we'll be able to get a quest for something that we can catch. Yeah, okay, maybe feathering it doesn't really help bring in the fish any faster. There we go. Oh yeah, this is actually going to go really well if we've already got the 2 there. And we just need 3 more, and the shop is right up there, so it won't be any trouble at all to get back there. Let's give it some time to do its thing, and then we'll see. Oh, and new quests are available, so we'll check that after we bring in whatever comes on the line here. Oh. Well, I guess we'll be checking quicker than I was expecting. Silver bass, European river crab, and autumn flounder. I don't think we've caught any of those, if I'm honest. I can check the catch record, because we have gotten some crabs, but I don't think it's a... Oh, it has been a European river crab. Yeah, so that we caught on the net, so... I don't know if it would be worth it, because, if I only get 1 crab per net, I'd have to have at least 4 nets tossed out in order to hope to have gotten it. I do have the one in our inventory, though, so I can always head back down and see about tossing one out. But yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. I also don't know if I'd really be able to catch crab on a line. It feels like one of those things that you probably wouldn't get much luck with if you were using, a rod and reel for. Well, let's see what we got here. Okay, that's another herring. Does that bring us up to 3? Yeah, so that's 3 common herring. Let me try for a couple more, and then we'll go to the shop. I can always sell the other herring off and see if these other ones that we're catching might sell for a higher number. Let's just give it some time and keep going along as we do. I gotta remember, once the fish does take this, actually give it time to, yeah, let it go to the left a while before we try bringing it in. Just in case we do have one where it, like, zooms to the other side quickly on us. Perfect. We just need one more, and then we're going to be able to go down to the shop. Although I'm kind of curious how things might work if I do pick up another rod. Are you able to, like, cycle through which rods you use, or do you only get, like, one equipped at an entire time? We'll have to find that out when we actually, or hopefully, can pick up that light spinning rod. And just let it go on its way. Try bringing it back a bit. And try bringing it in. This one's taking a little longer, but it's hopefully just another herring then we can easily see about selling what we've got. Oh, that's perfect right there. Almost like it was at a standstill for being brought in. Okay, that is our 5. So let's make a little jog down and see about that shop there. I won't worry about the campfire. We'll see what we can do with this. Yes, there he is right there. Okay, so that sells for 18. Should I just take it? I mean, I don't actually have a way of changing out which ones it wants, but I feel like if I sell these two off... Yeah, that's only 0.25, so let me sell that one off and then take a look and see if the price has gone up at all. Because I feel like if we have a larger... Yeah, it did go up a little bit more. So these, I think, are our largest ones. Yeah, we'll sell them for about 20. Then that's... Oh, they actually will keep buying, too. Okay, that's interesting to know. And if that's the case, how are we doing for inventory right now? Oh, we're at $60 already. So you know what? That's not bad. If I could go and catch a few more... Yeah, if I can catch a few more herring, we're going to be able to actually possibly have enough to buy that spinning rod right off the bat. And we do have plenty of time this episode, so I think we're going to set that as our goal. See if I can get 5 more herring, or 4 more, sell them, and then we'll hopefully have enough for what we're after. I also, you know what? I'm also going to see about, yeah, let me toss the net in. I know it's not going to be for, like, getting the European river crab, that's one of our quests, but even if that just brings in any random bits of fish to help us, I think it'll be worth it. We've kind of got something in mind that we can easily work towards, bring it in, and hopefully that'll give us what we need. And if we do get it by the end of this episode, next week we can use those 2 episodes to... Oh. Jeez, that went super quick. That's what I get for being distracted talking to you guys, I suppose. But if we can get the spinning rod, then we have the couple of episodes try that out and see if the minigame like this changes at all. Because I do think it would be neat, depending on the rod type, to change up the style of fishing or like the minigame you play for them. That way, depending on what you are after, and say you have certain ones where you just like this little bit, you can just keep doing, or if you have something that's a little bit more fast-paced or something else there is, just see if there is something like that present at all or not. Yeah, that's what we want. Toss that out. And we'll just keep an eye on the net as we keep doing this. I still don't know what the biggest amount of like little fish sprites or that over top that is. I think we've counted like 4 seems to be the biggest amount that there generates at a time. Well, there's 1. Okay, there's 2, and this was a... Yeah, this was a super quick take. I don't know if this is another herring or it's something else that it seemed like so aggressive there. Still is. Oh, no. Well, that's why I was so aggressive. It was a completely different species. Yeah, see, there's 4, 3. I wonder if I should just leave that for a really long time. Again, it just seems like 4 is the maximum amount, and then it dips down to 3 again. This is a slow one to bring in. Oh, no, my mistake. I've definitely been acting on that net too quickly. Look at how much there is there. I really am too impatient when it comes to a number of things, aren't I? Okay. Now let me try for one more fish, and then I'll see about bringing that net up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God, yeah, I act way too quickly in a lot of the series, I'm noticing, now that I've been playing things like Inscription and even Open Fishing XL. I just gotta take my time and wait a bit. As much as I have like some time constraints in series, I gotta give things their time to do what they want to do. If I can do that, they'll pay off much more than acting too quickly like I usually do. Okay, we'll keep that. And take that. Oh, okay, not bad, but we did have a couple of fish we were after. So you know what? Let's head back to the merchant and see about selling off what we caught. I don't think it'll be another $20 like it was, but it might be at least another 10 or 15. And then we do have a few extra fish, like the flounders we've caught. We can try selling off as well for a little bit of funds, too. There you are. Let me go up to... Okay, let me get... Okay, yeah, we'll just keep it bred there. So yeah, 17, that's not bad at all. We'll sell that. And if we sell the rest here... We've got 82, which is more than enough for that spinning rod. So let me go up there, buy that, and see what we can do with it. I am curious if it does change anything up at all, or it's more so it's just like a... lets you get larger sized fish than you could have gotten for your other rod. So yeah, past the campfire. See, again, that's where I kind of feel like the game might do when it comes to like making your own map. A little bit of a color selection tool. So that way you can, like, say, use an orange pixel to say there's a campfire here, green for a shop, or etc. You can give a little bit more detail than if you're just, like, using a single color pixel for your drawing. Zoom in here. Oh. There's the princess rod for $30. Yeah, we want the light spinner. So if you'd like to actually catch something using this rod, use an appropriate bait. You're really on while you ain't got a bite yet to track the fish to your rod. Okay, you bought some gear, equip it in the inventory of your book. Go to 4th page and select the gear you... Oh, that's right, I forgot about that. Okay, inventory. That's just because I haven't had anything to use yet. This is where you can select what you're using. Okay. Okay, I need to use spinner bait. Let me see. Okay, the worms do count as spinnerbait, so that's good. Though I think I want to head back towards the shop and place our worm trap there to try to get a bit more. And it does seem like there will be a little bit of a different mechanic working with the spinner rod than what we were using with our previous one. So there is a bit of a change up if you do get different types of gear. Let me just get back down here in order to set up the worm trap. I'm going to try to let that go for a very long time again, like the net was. And we want at least 5 worms in it before we pick it up. If we're lucky, maybe we can even get like double that and we can get 10 into the trap, but we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll leave that there. And see how this goes. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, we definitely a little bit more activity on this fishing mini game. It is still the same one, but yeah, there's quite a drastic change for, like, the aggression on this. Oh, common perch. Okay, let's actually go into the catch record and see about updating that. There it is. So we caught that with worms. That is... Okay, yeah, that's only got 2 in it, but I've only got the 1 worm left. What is my, like, cash inventory? Okay, it's $7. So I could pick up some other baits if I want, and I can always switch back to the previous rod, too. But it's interesting to... Oh, there we go. It's interesting to see that they did include, like, there is spin fishing in the game already. Oh, shoot. Yeah, it does use different kind of baits. That is something to remember. And, I don't know how much... Okay. Oh, wow, okay, the perch actually sold for $3 on its own, which is pretty good. And it looks like worms are the cheapest thing I can pick up, so I'm going to pick up a little... Yeah, I can only afford so many, but at least there's that. You just keep collecting, and hopefully we'll get up to a nice high number in time. And we'll try a couple more casts out with this, just see if I can try getting some more fish in. I do wonder if that was something that, like, they actually took in consideration is... Considering, like, the cost of bait, the fish you want to be giving more reward than it costs for the one bait, so... You won't ever catch a fish that'll sell for less than the bait type. Or than the cost of the bait is. And I say that, although I think that won't sell for very much. We'll toss this out. Right, gotta remember this is a spinning rod, so I gotta keep bringing it in. It's not just like the... let it sit out there on its own and it'll do its thing. And slowly bring in... Yeah, I think this is another one of those sunfish. I don't see it being another perch, given that one we had on seems super aggressive compared to the others. Yeah. Yeah, it's not very big. Well, that's still getting worms in it, though, so we'll just keep leaving that. Yeah, I think this is another one of those dirt sunfish. It's kind of interesting that you might be able to tell, depending on, like, the activity for this minigame, too. Like, if it's a slow, kind of goes along at a quieter pace, it's a sunfish, whereas that one perch was really darting back and forth for this bar. Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting that you can kind of tell that way. So let me just go and update that for you. Oh, okay, I guess I had that already in there. See, that says 6 still, but I feel like I might be able to get a bit more out of that if I just keep leaving it. So let me see about going back to... Oh, it has a durability to it. I didn't realize. So... I wonder if you have to pick up a whole new rod, or you'll be able to... Yeah, I'm not sure. Hopefully you don't have to pick up a whole new rod and you can just, like, repair the equipment you've got, but we'll have to see how it goes. Yeah, that also turned up to 7 in the trap now, so I'll see about using a couple of these dough balls, get a few more things, and then probably pick up our trap and see... I think puts us in a good spot come next week. Let me just try and bring in what I can. Now we'll keep that. And see about hopefully getting another one. another one is something. It is interesting we go for like certain species like the sunfish only is like 1.1 kilogram, then the duck eel's off full kilogram too. Wide variety of sizes you seem to be able to catch. My guess is it does come down to like the type of rod you're using that might dictate the size for what you're getting. Although, I can't say for certain either, because I don't have a lot of time with the game, but it's nice to be able to have all this theory crafting that makes you want to try and learn stuff out, too. Again, even a small $5 game like this, I'd still probably say I'd enjoy it more than Call of the Wild the Angler, because this one still feels like there's a lot more freedom and theory crafting towards it. And I think close to everything has really been explained in tooltips or right in game. There hasn't been anything that's felt like, how does this work? How does that work? It's been fairly straightforward with everything. Okay, you know what? There's 8 in there. I would like to try to get it up more, but I think for the sake of the episode, yeah, we'll just collect it. So there's 8 worms we can play around with come next week. We'll sell off the fish we've got here. Yeah, don't sell for that much, but we're close to $10 back, so we're not doing too bad, I think. We're good to save things here and end this episode of Open Fishing XL there. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. Oh, excuse me there. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave the comments right down below. Until I do see you in the next video or episode, Anglers and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy angling.